Welcome, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the topic 3.3 as per our curriculum, and this is third unit. And we deal with the topic today is list and explain the applicabilities, merits, and demerits of longwall mining. So, in today's two video classes, in the two parts of two video classes, we'll be discussing in detail regarding the applicabilities, merits, and demerits of longwall mining. Now let us get into the topic. What is a longwall mining method? We will see it in brief before directly getting into the topic. Longwall mining is a method of underground mining in which coal is extracted from 60 to 200 meters long face. This is one of the applicability, that the face of the longwall in Indian coal mines will be maintained approximately between 60 to 200 meters long face. Next, moving continuously in one direction over large distances, leaving behind the void. That means during the extraction of coal in longwall mining, the phase advancement will be in one direction over large distances. That means the phase movement will be in only one direction, and the groove will be left behind the power chalk supports. That is nothing but void, or it can the left void is also called as groove, and the roof over the groove is partially or completely supported by the walls of stone called as pack walls. We have already discussed in previous days yesterday's video classes what are pack walls. I have also shown you few layouts regarding pack walls in longwall panel. And next, sand or other material like crushed stone to prevent collapse of roof or allowed the roof over groove to cave in. If we want to protect the roof from its collapse, then the roof will be supported by rock debris or other incombustible stone, crushed stone material to support the roof. If we tend to follow the longwall mining method with the practice of caving, then we leave the groove to collapse on its own weight. This is all about longwall mining method in brief. Let us get into the subject. Okay, my dear students, now let us discuss at prior regarding applicabilities of longwall mining. Longwall mining method is applicable for the seams which is having a varying thickness of 0.6 to 3.5 meters. That means the seams which are very thin as 0.6 meters can be worked by using this longwall mining method, and the seams up to the thickness of 3.5 meters can also be worked by using this longwall mining method, and the seams that are thicker than 3.5 meters can also be worked by this longwall mining method only by implementing the slicing method of mining. That means inclined slicing methods if the seams orientation of the seam are inclined, or horizontal slicing method if the seams are not so inclined, are almost flat bedded deposits. And in India, this method is applicable for depths up to 500 meters. By using this longwall mining method, the seams which are at greater depths from the surface, that is up to 500 meters, can be extracted without any problem. So this method is successful in India, as this mining method is very successful in extracting the coal seams that are greater depths of up to 500 meters. Seams that are more prone to spontaneous heating. That means this method is successfully applicable if the seam is prone to spontaneous heating. My dear students, I hope you all know what is spontaneous heating, as it is the most popular terminology used in regard underground coal mining. Okay, my dear students, when the seams are subjected to spontaneous heating means if the seams are closer approach to the end of incubation period, or if the seam are getting closer to incubation period, then obviously there will be certain signs like increase in temperature and increase in humidity, and also in later advanced stages we can see the sweating of coal and also smoke and finally active fire. These are the stages of spontaneous heating. So in order to extract the seam before the signs of spontaneous heating have been started, this method is the best preferred method. Longwall mining is bestly suitable for such kind of seams which are really prone to spontaneous heating. Next, coming to the seams. Next, coming to the seams free from dirt bands. As we all know, there are 4 types of bands in coal seams. They are vitrine, clarine, durine, and fusine. And we all know that vitrine and clarine are the bright bands of coal, and durine and fusine are the dirt bands of coal. Dirt bands of coal includes the shaly part or stone, which is not coal, and it is also having very negligible amounts of volatile matter in coal seams, and these are not profitable to extract. So wherever these dirt bands are present, this method is successfully applicable. Although this by extracting these dirt bands along with the pure coal, the dilution of coal may also takes place, and this leads to a slight disadvantage in this longwall mining method, but this can be applicable even in case of the presence of dirt bands. Seams free from geological disturbances. If there are dikes or discontinuities, this method can also be applicable in such kinds of seams with slight challenges, and little bit more care should be taken if geological disturbances are present in the coal seam. And where high productivity is required, if in order to reach the demand from the industry for the production of coal, if there is high rise in demand, and definitely we need to produce more coal in shorter period of time. So in order to achieve high productivity, this method is the best suitable for extracting coal through underground mines. And next, coming to this method is applicable for the seams which are oriented with a slight inclination of 0 degrees to 20 degrees. 0 degrees are nothing but almost flat or horizontal coal bed deposit, and if we consider the slight inclination that is up to 20 degrees is acceptable to use this longwall mining method. And also this method is clearly applicable if the coal is easily cavable, because these longwall mining methods can be operated either with stowing or caving, but mostly longwall mining method is practiced only if the seams are at greater depth from the surface, and if the seams are extracted which are at greater depth from the surface, then definitely they will be going for caving practice. In order to mine the coal using this longwall mining method with caving, then we should definitely assure the characteristics of the strata or roof overlying the seam. The strata overlying the seam should be in such a way that should be easily cavable soon after the advancement of the phase. So if the phase is not easily cavable, and we cannot practice any induced blasting in this longwall mining method, so in order to stick to that, we need to choose the roof as it is easily cavable, so that the goof behind the chalk shield supports will be settled sooner after a period of time after the advancement of the phase in longwall mining method. And next, let us go to advantages of longwall mining method. There are fewer advantages with this method and also with slight disadvantages. Firstly, we will be discussing regarding the advantages of longwall mining method. In longwall mining method, Good production can be attained during the development stage. That means during the development stage there will be the production of coal which is at a considerable amount. So considerable amount of coal production is achieved during the stage of development, and this production comes from the drivage of gate roadways and connecting of these two gate roads, which in turn it forms the longwall phase. So drivage of two gate roads, main gate road and tail gate road, along with the to the formation of longwall phase. All these three roadways drivage gives us an ample amount of coal which is very considerable during the stage of development in longwall mining method. And good ventilation system as compared to board and pillar mining method. So longwall offers very good ventilation system. That means circulation of fresh intake air through the longwall panel is very effective as it is compared with board and pillar mining method. And a good ventilation system, we can name it as a good ventilation system, because here in longwall panel the ventilation, that means fresh intake air is circulated through main gate, and next in turn it circulates at the face and it goes into return airway through the tailgate. So the fresh intake airway into the panel has to be circulated through main gate followed by longwall phase, and next the air will be left into return airway through tailgate of the panel. So that is why we call it as good ventilation system. And compared to board and pillar mining method, in board and pillar mining method we are having number of galleries, number of headings and number of roadways in a single panel, and also number of pillars, they were existing in a single panel in board and pillar method. So in order to circulate a number of phases existing in a single panel in board and pillar method, the ventilation system may not be that effective as it is compared to the longwall mining method. And next, high degree of roof control. In longwall mining method we can expect high degree of roof control, and we can also assure a good factor of safety from the roof wall, as the face in the longwall mining is completely protected with the canopies of powered chalk shield supports, or this can also be named as powered supports. The entire length of the longwall face is clearly and very effectively protected by using these powered chalk shield supports, and the front abutment pressure can also be protected from the collapse of front side of roof by using the edge of the canopy which acts as the cantilevers. And next, my dear students, coming to dirt bands can be used for packing purpose. If we come across the continuous dirt band while the advancement of phase in longwall mining method, that particular material which we get from the sharing of dirt bands, that will be collected and kept aside in the panel itself, and the material of the dirt band will be used for the purpose of packing and in order to erect pack walls in longwall mining method, and that can also be used to fill or backfill the already extracted area behind the chalk shield supports. And next, high degree of production can be achieved. In longwall mining method, high degree of production can be achieved, and this method is most familiar and most popular as this gives high production in less time as it is compared to other conventional and mechanized mining methods. And in longwall mining we can expect high production in a rate of tons per hour that can be produced by using this longwall mining method, as the phase workings are continuous and long lengths of phase can be extracted in a single slice. So the production will be obviously very high as it is compared to other mining methods. So we can say that high degree of production can be achieved by this longwall mining method. This is one of the prime advantage of this longwall mining method. Next, roadways maintenance are easy as fewer roadways are existing in this method. In the longwall mining method we are having only 3 roadways as it is concerned with the single longwall panel. In a single longwall panel we will be having a main gate roadway and the longwall face. Next, tailgate roadway. So these three roadways, we can call only two roadways, that is main gate roadway and tailgate roadway, and one is however